Hey guys! So today I have a very special announcement. I am going to be launching my fashion brand. Yes! I have been working on this for months, and it's something that when I started, I didn't know how far I would go into it, because sometimes I'll start projects or, business ideas, and then I'll kind of fall off because I lose interest, or I'll hit an obstacle that prevents me from having the vision that I set for myself. So this one was particularly special because I stuck with it and that I am excited for it. It is a finished product that I am very much proud of, but I am launching an online store. This is kind of a lifestyle brand kind of vibe to it, but I'll be selling apparel that I've designed along with kind of like a lifestyle home goods type deal because I drink tea every single morning and I use a mug every single day, sometimes twice a day. So I had to throw that in there, but it's so exciting. The name of the brand and store is called Gallery RT. And I thought of the name because in other languages like French, you would say the noun before the name. So you would say like Galerie RT, which I don't know French, but kind of like that vibe of saying the entity itself first. Because I think it has a little bit of a fancy vibe to it, and my last name's French, and this all was started because I have according to my grandparents, great five greats grandfather, Pierre Joseph Redoute, but he was a famous painter and botanist in Paris during the 1700s, I want to say, and he would paint for the king and queen. He was the first one, I forget the exact name of the type of painting style, but he was the first one to paint in this very realistic way, because what he would do to keep track of all of his studies and his research, he would paint the flowers that he was dissecting. And that's why his style, if you look him up, is very floral focused. It's very, Redoute roses are things that are particularly known around the world and very famous. I have always been curious about him, and it's the only type of culture that I can kind of tap into just because it is my last name, it's his last name. So I always kind of say like, oh, I'm, into my French heritage. But it all started because of him, and I wanted to somehow share his paintings because when I did my trip to Europe, I was in Paris and there was this huge sign, and like, to give you a point of reference, I've never seen my last name anywhere on anything, and I go to Paris and there's this giant billboard that just says like Redoute exhibit coming soon across the city. So apparently they were showcasing his work around the city on billboards and such. So that was super cool just to see my name somewhere, and it made me feel like a tie to him in some way, even more so. So I wanted to find a way to showcase his art in something that I myself could wear or use and just have around, because I just find it so beautiful. This got me thinking about more art. My grandpa is an artist. I have been into art my entire life. I mostly did drawing growing up, and I even worked at a museum for a bit, so I love the feel of a museum. It's comforting. I love going to them. I love just everything surrounding art. So this all just made perfect sense. Everything was lining up for me to use art in a new way, and that way is with fashion and style, and just kind of make something that I adore. That's how Gallery RT came to be, and I think it's kind of cool because it's a t-shirt with famous masterpieces on them, and art T art t-shirt. So it sounds fancy, and it also resembles a big part of the brand right now, and so that's actually pretty exciting as well. I'm actually wearing one of the pieces right now. This one is a Redoute. Oh, let me try to stand up. This one is a Redoute painting, and I think this one is called Pink Roses in a Vase, something along those lines. But I haven't quite memorized all of them yet. You think I would with how much time I've been looking at them. My thoughts in creating these shirts is that they are perfect for layering. They can be worn for a more casual look just by themselves, maybe tucked in with some jeans and some white shoes. You'll notice on my website that I have a section called Lookbook, and that is a kind of like short photo series that I went out and shot just to kind of exemplify the brand in a way that I have always thought about it. Go take a look at that. It's super cool. If you want to look at the products, you can go to Gallery RT, gallery and then artee.com to check them out. What's cool too is that each product features the information on the print that is part of the apparel item. You'll learn about new artists. You'll learn about the paintings themselves and what kind of material was used and what year they were created and who created them. So you can almost peruse the shop like you would a actual art gallery, which is the point that I wanted to make in creating and designing it. But that's just a little tidbit about this new venture that I am jumping onto. I'm super excited, and feel free to comment below your thoughts on the apparel, the name, anything I said in this video. Maybe you happen to know other artists that you would like to be featured and part of a future collection that I make. Overall, have a wonderful day. Otherwise,